Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aslam Zuhairi and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to talk about Geographic Information System or GIS for Marine Coastal Zone Management. It is well known throughout the whole world that remote sensing and GIS are very useful tools for integrated coastal zone management. GIS is an organized collection of computer hardware, software, geographic data, and personnel designed to efficiently capture, store, update, manipulate, analyze, and display all forms of geographically referenced information. There are many potential applications of GIS in integrated coastal zone management. Firstly, GIS can be used in the cartographic session or the production of maps. Secondly, GIS can be used in land management. Thirdly, GIS can be used in freshwater habitat management. Also, it can be used for aquaculture development. It also can be used in coastal resources study, and lastly, in marine habitat management. So today I would like to talk more about the use of GIS in marine habitat management. There are some questions left unanswered for scientists or researchers over the years. Where are these animals, or aquatic or marine animals, located when they are not visible? The thing is, they live under the water, so sometimes when they submerge, their locations are not known. So it has been a perplexing question for researchers for a number of years. Another question is that we want to know how these marine animals utilize their habitats and their resources around them. The monitoring of marine habitat and their behaviors started with a traditional way, which is sighting survey. One problem with sighting survey is that researchers tend to look in areas where, let's take a whale as an example. So researchers would tend to look in areas where they would expect to see those species of animals. So therefore they would miss some portions of the population are not in the area. Other than that, for example, these whales, some of the species has a long migration route. They can migrate for several months. So visually tracking these species of animals is impossible. So the use of GIS in monitoring marine species has been widely used. Some examples of species are whales and sea turtles. An example of species of marine animal which is extremely endangered right now is the North Atlantic right whale, or Eubaliana glacialis. So this species is the most critically endangered large whale in the world. So knowing some information such as their location and keeping a record of their location over the years may give some hints or clues as to why this particular species of whale is not recovering in the wild. A method in GIS has been developed, which are satellite tagging. With satellite tagging, researchers are able to track an animal's movement and location and monitor its diving and feeding behaviors. So there are a number of advantages of using satellite tagging as compared to sighting surveys. The first is that tagging provides an unbiased and non-invasive way of tracking and monitoring the behaviors of these animals. Other than that, satellite tagging also allows researchers to track an animal while they are underwater, which is an enormous advantage over a sighting survey, where one would not be able to see or to track an animal once they submerge. The retrieval of this information, such as the location of their habitat and their habitat use, as well as their migratory routes, this allows for the GIS, the systems in GIS, the hardware and softwares to carry out a more complex analysis. What can GIS do for us? So, the production of GIS model can provide for the researcher to be able to determine the type of habitat the population is found in, and to be able to determine how the animals are using the said habitat, and what species of animals are the targeted population depend on, and what conditions or what physical and chemical conditions are optimal for the existence of the population, for the survival of the population, and how the population responds to changes in oceanographic conditions. This kind of information is especially important or essential towards conservationists. By knowing this information, they can determine which area of the vast ocean to be protected, which prey species are important for the balance of the ecosystem and food web, and what elements or what substance are affecting the water quality, in which the water quality is important or crucial for the survival of the population. So that's all from me for today, for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you change your mind, you can always unsubscribe. It's free anyway. Thank you very much, and Assalamu alaikum.